everyone, it's me, Canadensis, and today's video is going to be an unboxing and review of two Nana Surprise Teens Series 3 dolls. I'm so excited about these because I was fully convinced these were canceled and weren't coming to stores because it looks like Nana Surprise as a doll brand in general is being discontinued, especially the teens don't seem to sell super well. I see them clearance out a lot and we didn't really hear a lot about them. We saw pictures of these a few months ago, but people weren't really sure if they were actually going to hit stores. Still not sure if they're going to hit stores, but they did hit Amazon. So I will put a link in the description, just a regular link to the product so that you can take a look. That's where I bought mine from. I paid $30 each for these, somewhere in that ballpark. And normally I don't buy Nana Surprise, especially teens, at retail cost, but I'm not sure if these are going to hit stores or if they're going to clearance out or if they're just going to disappear off the face of the planet. So that's why I went ahead and ordered them. So the two that I picked to start with were the koi fish and the swan. So I'm missing the crab and the peacock. And the way you can know what character you got if these do show up in stores is that there's actually a little sticker right here that'll tell you. So this one has a fish, so it's the koi character, and this one has a swan, so it's the swan character. All right, so let's get them out of the box. All right, so both of my dolls are now out of the box. I will say that they were pretty messy in here, like their hair was very messed up, but it could just be mine. And there's nothing really holding the hair in place, like there's no gel or anything, and I prefer not having hair gel even if the hair's a little messy on arrival. So I wanted to show you the UPC codes. So they do have separate UPC codes depending on the characters. So this is the koi. So 35051 is actually MGA's code, so this means it's an MGA product. And then 58583 is this particular product's code. And then for the swan, 35051, 58584. And you would just like scan this at the store or enter it. Alrighty, so I'm going to show you the koi first without all of her accessories, and then we will unbox all the accessories together. So first, unfortunately, I have to say that she has some staining. So she has a stain on her forehead, which should be covered when the bangs are down where they're supposed to be, so it's not a big deal to me. And then she also has a stain on her ankle. It's a bit unfortunate because I'm not really sure how to do stain removal on these, but that's an unfortunate side effect of things being blind packaged. It's something to know if you're planning on buying these. I love this doll's makeup. It's absolutely beautiful. So she has these small brown eyebrows, and just, I love the glittering fish scales look of the makeup. And also, a lot of the Nana Surprise dolls recently, especially the Valentine's ones, have some printing issues where you can see a lot of the white fabric through, like they're not well printed, but this one is pretty solid. Like I'm not seeing any of that. She doesn't look cheap in terms of the printing, and I appreciate that a lot. And I love the hair. So there's no gel in it. It's just this beautiful silky nylon hair. There might be some kind of wax in it, like styling wax, but I'm not sure. But nylon can feel a little bit waxy sometimes, so it's probably just that. It's very interesting. It's a metallic, like white nylon. It's not silver, it's metallic white. And then she has these really nice neon orange streaks, these really nice perfect koi goldfish color streaks, and then red streaks. And I really like the effect of the hair. It's so perfectly koi fish themed. I love it. And then her hair is styled in these two ponytails off to the sides, which I love this hairstyle. I'll do it on every single doll that I own. Like I just love it. I think it looks amazing on dolls. It's so cute. And the bangs are meant to be a bit curled. And once they sit right, we won't be able to see that little forehead stain, now will we? And then this is what the rooting looks like. So ordinarily, Nana Surprise dolls, just because of the way they're constructed, they can't look as densely rooted as, say, a Rainbow High doll, but I will say that this is actually a super dense rooting pattern, especially considering it's a Nana doll. Usually Nana dolls have hats, but these ones do not by virtue of what animal they are, and I really like that these are fish and birds and stuff. I think that's super fun, and like a crustacean, so cool. Oh, let's check out her tag now. So it says Nana Surprise Teens, and then if we pop it open, Series 3 on the back, it says, this is Kiko Koinabori. Her birthday is May 5th. Let me know if that's your birthday. And it says, I'm a big fish in a little pond. She's so cute. I really love this one. Okay. And then she has a little bracelet with kois on it, of course. And these dolls have wire articulation in the arms and the legs, as well as just like hinge articulation, I guess, in the legs. Unfortunately, they can't sit. I wish that they could. It would require carving the joint a little bit higher. And then they do have movement here. And then sometimes they have pretty limited movement here. I think it just depends on how they're strung, but this one seems pretty good. And they're made out of a stockinette material. So this is sort of similar to pantyhose, but a little bit stronger. And it reminds me a lot of stockinette dolls, which I think is super cool. And then there's her little feet. She actually doesn't have little socks on like a lot of them do, which is quite different actually. All right, her little outfit is so cute. So she has this braided rope here and a little bow on the front. And it's just basically a koi pond set here. Really like it. And I appreciate that these have the printed on clothing like that, because they're a very specific size. So I feel like if a kid were to lose the outfits, they wouldn't have a lot to work with, because they can share some clothes with other dolls, but they're pretty uniquely sized. And then you can see her little bracelet. It's over here. Alrighty, and then we're going to wait to unbox our Swan character. First, we're going to unbox all of the surprises for Kiko, so I'll be right back. I'm going to set up the camera better for that. Alright, so we've got Kiko standing up. I use these doll stands that I got on Amazon. I just did a video about these if you're interested, and I do them around the legs on Nananas. It's not perfect. They are pretty top heavy, so they will topple over. If you're looking for doll stands and you have a lot of Nanana dolls and you want them to be super sturdy on their stands, I recommend Kaiser doll stands. They're metal, and they're a bit pricier, but they work super well for cloth-bodied dolls like this. All right, so now let's open up her surprises. I think this is probably like the hairbrush or something, which I'm very curious how they're going to do it, because normally it's just like animal ears on a hairbrush. Why can't I open this? Okay, here we go. Oh, no, these are the shoes. Okay, let's see. Oh, my God. I didn't know about that. They're little goldfish shoes. And these are goldfish. These are not koi. I mean, I guess they could be like butterfly koi, but they look like the goldfish with the big bulging eyes to me. I'm blanking on what those are called, but I normally would know. Oh, these are divine. Oh my God, I love these. Okay, those are some of the coolest doll shoes I've ever seen. Wow. Okay. I bet that's why they wanted to make a koi doll. They were like, I really want to make the fish shoes. Okay, anyway, because I've seen this sort of concept before. Obviously, if it was like a real fish, that'd be horrible. Oh my gosh. Okay, so they did fins as like ears and hair, which makes sense. And it's all scaly, so cute. I love that they do like individual brush molds for each character. It's so cool. And this brush is pretty good for Nananas. As long as their hair doesn't get super tangly, it actually wouldn't really hurt them too bad, because it's nice and smooth, and their hair is nice and smooth and silky, almost greasy to the touch sometimes. Alrighty, and then in here we should have possibly an outfit. Let's see. Oh, it's wrapped up in plastic. Okay, this is going to be her dress, which I'm very curious about. So I have seen pictures, but I try to not look at too many pictures before I actually get my dolls. Okay, so I wish that it wasn't all folded up, because I don't want to iron this, because it's got some, this material seems like it would melt pretty easily. This is really cool. So we've got big fins on the back and these ironed on scales all over. This is really cool. It smells interesting. Oh, I love the way that's done. The printing with the foil on top. Oh, this is great. It's not foil, it's ironed on to be metallic, but anyways, okay. And then in here, not sure what we should be expecting in here actually, because we got maybe like a jacket. Oh my God! How cute is that? So they're little lily pads and little, maybe these are meant to be lotus flowers. Oh, this is so cute. All right, I'm gonna dress her up in this outfit. I'll be right back. Alrighty, so here's Koishiko all dressed up. She looks so cute. Oh my God. So my one complaint is that I feel like the light blue on the headband kind of comes out of nowhere, and I'm not sure what the reference is for that. Everything else makes sense, and I don't mind the green and the pink either. Like, I feel like they work. But anyway, I love this dress. It's really cool. It is high-low, which y'all know I don't like, but I have to say that because it's meant to look like a fish, like, body, to me, it actually works quite well. And the fact that it's satin and then the lining is kind of a similar reflectiveness and color, like, it doesn't bother me too much. I like that it's lined also. And then the back of the dress is a bit confusing, so those shoes will not stay on. There's like this little loop, but I'm not sure what it is. And then on the other side, it's not attached. I don't think it's meant to be a sleeve, but I don't know. But it's so pretty. Look at this. Beautiful. And I love the gradient on this. This is absolutely stellar. And you see this one came like detached, I think. But yeah, this is amazing. And I love the way it's pleated too. I just wish that they hadn't wrapped it up in the packaging. I understand why they did it, but if it hadn't been wrapped up like that, it would fit a lot nicer. Because it wouldn't be like all creased. I don't know. Because I don't imagine a lot of kids are going to be like, oh, let me pull out the iron and set it to the synthetic setting and make sure I do several passes on a spot that won't be visible if it gets melted. Whatever. Anyway, if we move down, we can see the shoes, which are objectively my favorite part of this doll. Look at them. How cool are these shoes? I love them. I really wish Not and Odd dolls could share shoes with other dolls. Well, Not and Odd dolls can wear other dolls' shoes sometimes, but not the other way around. Generally, I haven't found another doll that fits their shoes. Because these are probably the coolest doll shoes ever. Although I'm glad to let her use them forever. Like, I don't mind that. So that stain. Usually Not and Oz have, like, boots, but this one doesn't, so the stain is visible. It's a little bit frustrating, but it's no big deal to me. Alright, so I went ahead and prepared the next doll, and you can see Koishiko's headband here. Just by the virtue of the type of headband it is, it does pop up a little bit, but it's not bad. I feel like it fits her head very well, and it actually helps keep the bangs down, so I can't see the forehead stain, but I would hope that y'all don't have that forehead stain. Anyway, so this is our next character, and let's find out what her name is. I'm very curious. Okay, so this is Odette, fitting, Lakewood. Her birthday is March 4th, and it says, "I can't wait to see my name in lights." So she's excited to perform in the ballet. Ooh, her hairstyle is quite cute. It's in a ponytail that's wrapped around into like a little twisty bun and then put around the side. That's actually, I want to do that on a Rainbow High doll. That's really cute. I know how to do that hairstyle because there's a character I've cosplayed before with this hairstyle. And then her hair, very soft. It's got a middle part, but because of the nature of Nana Naz, it's not exactly like a middle part itself. But other than that, the rooting pattern is pretty good. But again, it's a Nana Naz doll, so hairstyling is going to be a bit iffy. She doesn't have a part line. Koishiko does. And then her face printing, some parts of it look fine, but especially on the parts that are just like her skin, you can see a lot of the white through, which is such a shame. Because I've had other Nananas with darker skin tones that don't have this problem. So I'm not sure if they switched methods or maybe it's a batching thing. I don't know. And she does have printed on edges, which I actually quite like. I think they look really good. And they match with each color of her hair. And then the makeup is absolutely beautiful. It's very understated. It's a smoky eye with a white in the lid and then these little feathered wings. And she has purple eyes. Same color as Koishiko, actually. Like, hers are a bit more indigo, but interesting. And then her lip color, you can see pretty bad on the lips. I think what's going on is when they stretch the fabric over, when it stretches, you can see the white through it because you're stretching it where there's not the printed parts, but I don't know. There has to be a fix for that, but anyway. I love this leotard piece. I wonder if this is going to be part of the final outfit, like maybe she just has a giant tutu on over it, I'm not sure. But interestingly, she actually has this little mesh layer here and the little leotard. I really like this. I'm wondering what these like bandage looking things are though, but it's all decked out. It's got glitter all over it. Ooh, and on the back there's this pretty metal filigree design. And you can see she's got a ton of jewelry. So she's got Odette and Odile here. It's interesting that they picked Odette as their name instead of Odile. And then just some gems. She actually has a ring, which I don't know if I've seen before on a Nana actually. It's quite cute. And then on this side, I'm not actually sure what that one's supposed to be because the printing's a bit iffy. And then look down here. So this is what I'm talking about. The printing on her leggings is perfect. Like, I don't see any of the white through. So I really think it's just when they stretch the fabric over parts of the body. But I don't know, because look, you can't really see any issues here like you can here. I don't know. But anyway, this is really, really cute. We've got music sheets. I imagine this is actually some sort of song. I used to be able to read music, but not anymore. That was like 10 years ago, and I was never very good at it. All right, so now let's unbox her surprises and see what we got. I accidentally jumbled them up, so they're not going to be in probably the intended order. All right, so the first thing is actually her outfit, so let's see what we got. Okay, so she does have like a full-on dress. Wow, this is huge. Oh my god. Okay, so she's got the Odette and the Odile dress going on. Kind of half and half here. Oh, this is so cool, and it's not a surprise, premium. So this is the front with the big bow. It's got this V-shaped neckline, these big poofy sleeves. Oh my gosh, the music sheets in the, wow, in the organza layers. And I love this, how the gathering looks here too. And thankfully this isn't as bothered by being folded up as that piece was. Although this piece, as you can see, it's starting to smooth out quite a bit. So I think I was being a little bit too harsh on it because nothing was creased when it was folded. It was just kind of rolled up. All right, the next thing feels like the brush. Okay, I have no idea how they're gonna execute this one. Oh, okay. So I think they've probably used this before, but it's just little feathers. And then we've got a split black and white because we've got Odette and Odile there. So makes sense. And then in here we have, okay, I cut a little bit of the feather off, be careful. Oh, wow. So these are those faux feathers. This is what I cut off, by the way, like no big deal. These are those faux feathers that Rainbow High has been using, and I love them. So check this out. They're not real feathers. They're just little pieces of like embroidery floss with fluff hanging off of them. And I love this. Oh, look. Cute. These are embroidered feathers on top of like a netted material. Ooh. This is one of the coolest no pieces ever. Just like those heels were. Ooh, I'm excited to see her shoes actually. Well, this is super impressive. Anyway, the feather industry is a bit iffy, just like any other animal product industry will be. So it's really cool that these synthetic feathers are so nice looking and so realistic looking. All right, and then the last thing, are these, oh, wow. Oh, cute. They're made to be on point. Okay, so we have a white shoe and a black shoe, of course, and each one has black or white accents on it. Look how there we go. The bow ends are a little bit stuck. Okay, these are really cool. I'm really curious to see how they look. And the reason they have a heel on the back, like I know that doesn't make sense, but I think it's just so the doll stands up easier. Like having her actually be on point would not really work too well. Anyway, now I'm gonna dress up the doll. I will be right back. All right, guys, so I want to tell you a story. I wanted to order 2 of these dolls. They're kind of expensive, so I wanted to order 2 first. And the crab one was the one I was the most excited about because a crab doll. I have the crab enchantimals doll, but like that shouldn't exist. That's awesome. I love it. And if you didn't know, I was actually a crustacean paleontologist. That's what my undergrad and my graduate theses were about. Anyway, so I really wanted the crab and the koi. And then these 2 I would probably have ordered later, but I decided just on a whim to drop Claudia and I switched to Odette. And I'm so sorry, Claudia, like you will be coming home, but I have to say, Odette is glorious. Oh my god, the designers clearly had so much fun with this concept. So, first of all, this isn't actually a headband, it's like a cool feather thing, and this is a thing that like Odette and Odile wear in ballet generally. So it's like this weird crown that you like pinch around your head and hold on. It's usually, I think you stick it in buns or something, but like, I wasn't expecting that. It's so cute. And by the way, it is meant to be this way. That's how it is in the art, where the black is on the white side and the white is on the black side. And then the dress is super cool. I was a bit worried about how it was going to fit just because of how it looked in my hands, but it looks fantastic. So the bow, which is quite impressive that they did this, has the split black and white too, which is so cute. Got the Odette and the Odile side. And then underneath, it's also split here with the music sheets that go from black and, well, they just do black and white, but negative and positive versions, which is super cool. And then on the back, we have this miniature train, which would probably not be pleasant to dance in if you were doing like a lot of twirls and stuff, but it's very cute. This is so nice. I really, really love this doll. And this headband thing actually holds on quite well. It's a bit hard to get it where you want it to be because the hair is so silky that it'll get kind of tangled up in it. But once it's in it, it looks so good. And then the shoes, absolute sellout to me. These are amazing. Look at them. These are so cool. Oh my god. So both of these dolls have superior shoes to like all of the rest of the Na dolls that I have. And both of the concepts of these dolls are so cool. I think Na was a bit afraid to step out of their comfort zone of doing animal dolls, like mammal dolls, which makes sense because, you know, mammals have the little hats that have the ears and stuff. Like, it just makes more sense. It's easy. But these took a bit more thinking outside the box to do. Like, making a human version of a fish other than like a mermaid is very difficult because we don't share a lot of body parts. So I really think that the fact that you can tell that this is a koi is really, really cool and exciting. And then that was my biggest thing that I'm worried about with Claudia. Like, I'm not sure where I'm gonna see the crab inspiration, but I'm very curious about it. And you can definitely tell with the peacock girl, but like, you know, that's easy. Just add a peacock tail. I was like, yep, peacock. But I'm very impressed with these. Doing the Odette and Odile thing is like the most obvious route to go when you're doing a Swan character, but they executed it so well. And you can very clearly tell that this is a Swan because of that. Otherwise, I think it might have been a little bit tricky if you didn't do like the black Swan, white Swan thing. And then the koi, just absolute slam dunk. I think anybody would be able to guess that she is meant to be a koi. I really love just the small details of what they did, like the scale print in the makeup and the well, it's not even like scale print, it's just like the way that scales sparkle is drawn so well. And the little koi polka dots too. So cute. So cute. And I love the colors. The colors that they chose for the hair are so perfect. These are both like the exact colors of koi fish. I used to keep koi fish, but the egrets wouldn't leave them alone, unfortunately, when they were in the backyard pond. So we had to stop doing that. But anyway, these are just so cool. I love the new shoes. This is awesome. I bet that this is why they wanted to do a fish character. Somebody on the team must have been like, can we please do this? I'm so grateful that these came out. I really do hope that we do see more Nana Surprise dolls. I think they're really great. I do think they're a bit expensive, but I think that's just a virtue of how they're manufactured. I think this is just an expensive manufacture process, and I don't know. I think these are super cool. I think the design team behind them clearly has a lot of fun. I think the clothes are always phenomenal on these, to the point where people buy these dolls just to give their clothes to Rainbow High, which is something I'll show you, by the way. I'll show you these outfits on Rainbow High if you're curious. I'll do this one. I don't really think this one will work too well because it's slip dress and it's a little bit bigger, but I think this one would work quite well, so I will show you this one. I'll be right back. All right, Odette's gonna be mad about this. I'm gonna need Odette to go on clearance at some point so that I can get another one, because are you serious? Hold on, the stand kind of messes with the dress fit because it's a little big, but that's just how it is. But because this is like a poofy dress, it doesn't really look too big. Are you kidding? Also, sorry your hair is messy. I put it in the style that I really liked, but then I moved, so it fell. Oh my god. Chanel's just my honorary Nana Surprise dress trier honor. Like, she's been wearing this since I did the review of this doll. I love this. It's made for her. It's actually made for her, and she will be getting it back, but Chanel is gonna want to steal that again someday. Oh, this is gorgeous. Okay, well, anyway, I knew people would ask. I need to start just showing Rainbow High dolls and things, because you guys like Rainbow High dolls and want to know what clothes fit, and that makes sense. Let's put her over here. Okay, anyways, I'm thoroughly impressed. I'm not mad about how much I spent on them, to be honest. I thought maybe I would be, because it is $30 each for these dolls. I don't know, sometimes feels like a lot. With a lot of the other ones, I feel kind of gutted by it, but with these, I don't. I feel very justified with what I spent, but that's totally up to you guys. That's what reviews exist for, so that you guys can see if you are interested in them, or if maybe you want to wait, or if you just don't like them. Like, it's totally fine. I think these are adorable. If these are truly leaving the market, I will be very sad, because I really like Nana Surprise dolls. I think there were some weird marketing decisions and some strange directions kind of that the brand went, but overall I absolutely love them, and I will be very sad to see them go, because I don't know, I think they're a really cool MGA line, and I think they're very underrated, especially in the collector sphere. I don't know how popular they are with kids, although I'd venture to guess not very, because they do tend to clearance out of stores quite a bit, but it could just be in my area, you know, in the areas that I've lived. I don't know. But anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching for all this time. Bye!